Welcome to Little Hollywood. Kanab earned the name Little Hollywood from the movie makers of Hollywood, California, who came to southern Utah to shoot their Western movies and TV shows. Dozens and dozens of them, starting from the very first talkies.
But I wasn't mixed up in that gang. I was trying to help you.
Why, you darn fool, I knowed it. I just wanted to talk to you when you lit out. I got a job for you. It ain't fighting fires, neither. Say, I've been looking for a feller that can shoot and ride like you for months. Think I'm gonna let you get away? Heh, no sirree, Bob.
Movie and TV studio trucks would arrive and make Kanab their headquarters for the cast and crew. They even hired local residents as extras. Yep, Kanab was a town that learned how to act. You'll be amazed at the number of celebrities whose names and faces you recognize, and the number of movies you may have grown up with, westerns, sci-fi thrillers, and more. Almost everywhere you turn here in southern Utah, the backdrops of canyons, buttes, bluffs, and badlands all seem so familiar. But I think we all know that real-life cowboys were probably different than the ones we saw on the silver screen.
Oh, you were wonderful.
Well, thank you, Miss Carter. That means a lot coming from you.
Oh, flatterer. I'd like you to come to the house for dinner tonight.
One of Kanab's own songwriters, Rachel Finley, penned some good words of advice for anyone who might want to marry a real-life cowboy.
Be kind to your cowboy wherever he rides. He's needing a love that is true. For his troubles are many out there on the range. The creeks have gone dry and the cattle are bawling. There's sand in the wind and no shelter in sight. Be kind to your cowboy tonight. He rode all the ridges and worked all the draws, then hobbled his pony to graze. The bake oven biscuits were soggy and burned, and now in the shadows the campfire is dying. One kiss from his darling he'll never forget. Be kind to your cowboy, my pet. No puncher to night her, no partner to cheer, just coyotes that mourn from the hill. He's tired and restless out under the stars, so weary and lonely with no time for sleeping. The doggies are roving, the daylight is near. Be kind to your cowboy, my dear. His legs, they are bald from the miles that he rode, and his lips are all sunburned and sore. Yet his kisses are sweet as the rain in the west, so gentle and tender, his arms will enfold you, his heart will be true as the heavens above. Be kind to your cowboy, my love. Be kind to your cowboy, my love.
Come explore Little Hollywood. Visit our free museum, gift shop, restaurant, photo studio, and our Hollywood backlot. We're right in Kanab. Come visit today.
We all have a mom and a dad, whether our family is intact or not. And they all had moms and dads too. That's certainly no surprise. But I think about my mom's dad, my grandpa. I knew him when I was little and loved him dearly. I still think about him fondly. He came in and out of my young life on visits with Grandma, and he would invariably comment on what a big boy I was becoming. He died when I was only 8, so I never really knew him very well, only as a kind and fun-loving man who always made me feel appreciated. And I guess that says a lot. But like most people, I suppose, as I got older, my goal was to be a grown-up, to be able to take care of myself and make my own decisions. Thoughts about my grandparents were fewer and fewer as life's demands took my attention. Here's a song about grandparents, a song by a man who takes the story back through the generations to when his great-grandparents worked a farm in Sanpete County, a part of Utah that struggled just to survive those early pioneer years. It's a song that reminds us not only to remember those ancestors and all they did to build a better life for us, but also to take the time to gather their stories and share them for future generations.
Grandpa had a grandpa who loved him just like my grandpa loves me. They pitched hay together till the wagon was piled higher than they could see. On the ride back to the barnyard, his grandpa said when Sanpete was just new, staying alive while drawing a living from the land was as much as they could do. Grandma had a grandma who loved her just like my grandma loves me. They baked bread together in a wood-fired cast-iron homemade bakery. And while the loaves were cooling, her grandma said those first long winter nights they were living all in dugouts in a hill, and most all their cattle died. Said the things they suffered didn't beat them down. It made them stronger, kinder, wiser too. And Grandpa said it made a bond between all the folks in town. They shared respect for all that they'd been through. Grandpa had a grandpa, and so did his before him, on and on. I've got to talk with Grandpa before his precious stories are all gone. 'Cause there inside those stories are secrets of how I came to be me, and of how to make the story of my life a sweet biography, and of how to make the story should be.